How did you get in here? Oh, that part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As soon as cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water. 2:35 a.m., 2:31 a.m. Let's do the autosave. Oh no, slot 2, 2:38 a.m. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we are so back. By the way, tonight was originally going to be a wax on wax night, but unfortunately there was some commotion in real life that literally took up pretty much the, let's say, 3-hour period I had reserved for it. So we'll do it again another day. We got toilet. Toilet right there to wash off. That's right. We got rescue because the robot was trying to kill us. Stop touching that unless you want to see me clown up. That's funny. Place next door complains they can see me when I'm out on the pot. Told them to look the other way. Ain't like I'm making you watch. But I think they like my hole, otherwise keeps us connected. Lots more I could say about the hole. Yeah, I could stay here and talk to you about it all day. Flash a little white on your face, kid. You ain't looking too good. I love that you can click the things multiple times and get different dialogues for each one. That hole been there since I moved in. I just made it a little bigger when I reached through to show my buddy Scott how to throw a buck knife at a moving target. I like having my hole there if I'm honest. Ain't got no air conditioning, so I get me some cool air through there in the summertime. It's nice having my hole. People next door keep me company. Might clean it up. Make it more like a dough. People next door blocked my hole with the filing cabinet. Took me a while to shimmy it out the way. One of them guys kept slapping my hands telling me to quit. So I'm like, bruh, get your own hole to decorate. My favorite show just started, so my night is going pretty well. Does it begin with OKPV? I think I'm all accented out at this point. I might just read in normal voice from now on. 2 days of voice acting is so much work. Figure if I make this more like a door, I feel like one big office, people on the other side of the wall could come grab a pencil. That's the last one. I'm not sure if I'd be down to grab a pencil through a hole in the wall. Especially when I gotta reach through a window that's right next to a toilet, with a plunger right there, who knows it's been used recently, a bottle of whatever that is, more bottles of whatever that is. That's why I keep track of all the dead bodies I found. You can find a lot of dead bodies if you go looking, kind of like a treasure hunt. Alright, brother. Listen, you keep messing with my kit, I'm gonna have to break it out. Alright. I was trying to save it for the weekend, but now you got me excited. Nothing wrong with clowning up after hours. LeBlanc peels the plastic tray of the face paint from the packaging and applies it using a small pocket mirror. Oh, he was serious! Oh my god, he has on clown makeup. Wow, okay, cool. He's a juggalo. He's a juggalo. Couldn't be me. I trusted Million. Like I said, I never trusted her. Not for a minute. Figured she was just a set of eyes for Thomas St. Clair. I was gonna slay clown or juggalo. Yeah, like it just feels very juggalo to me, you know what I mean? You know what I need? I need a hotkey that switches my camera from one side to the other. Because these chat boxes in this game go from one side to the left, or the other rather, and it gets rather confusing. And it gets cumbersome to go back, forth, and forth. So I gotta put me over here. There, that way I can go between this and this. Beautiful. Cool. Only one update. Million was a spy. LeBlanc believes that Million was a spy for Thomas St. Clair, planted in your home to keep tabs on your mom. I mean, it's hard to argue against that, right? I love how you said splash a little water on your face, Kay. You ain't looking so good. And bros in clown makeup. Tell me how to live my life. Whatever. Ooh, do I like it without the CRT filter? Let me see. Maybe. Maybe because I liked it for so long with it that now without it, it's like, ooh. Please. Oh, linear notes. Okay, cool. Down on Apple Street. A man wearing battle armor, emblazoned with the red cross, crouches over a turtle on the sidewalk. Name tag reads Garrett. It's fixed in the man's armor. We have to say it's on his armor? Like... Ah, we got one of those in the chat right now. I suppose you're going to tell me the name of this turtle right here, right? Because you already know? Hello, Twa. I was just... Who the F word are you? Man, I know this looks weird. I got separated from my co-workers. Then I saw this turtle. So I stopped to take a look. Why are you outside my place of business dressed like a pervert? Pervert? I'm dressed like a knight. How am I dressed like a pervert? Look, I can go. Why are you here? For work, I guess. What kind of work? Man, spiritual work. Kind of like yoga, or no, more like outer space stuff. Rockets. We're into self-improvement, weightlifting, stuff like that. Sounds cool as S word. Sounds like a cult. Sounds cool as S word, like a cult. It is. It's like a cult, but cooler. It's like you join and you immediately have friends and a dad who wants to hang out with you. Well, sometimes he does. Once we get to Mars, he said he's going to hang out with us. Where'd you get this costume? It's not a costume. Why does everyone keep calling it that? I'm a soldier of Christ. Soldier, who do you fight? Scum, mainly. Scum. Cokehead hipsters and punks who hang out downtown and call us Nazis. Where'd you get it? The Party Supply Warehouse in Kenner. They gave us a group discount. Gave who a group discount? Me and my co-workers. I play this game all the time and I exclusively click on Twitch to check this category. Oh no. You mean to tell me you didn't see this coming, Backseater? Or is this something you overlook because it's just one of the bros? Why fight the scum? Because they think they know everything, but they don't know S? They think everything they do is morally superior, but it's not. They just make the world worse, but insist they're making it better. I don't want to be in your club, okay? You people are uptight losers. Stop calling me an effing Nazi. I'm not an effing Nazi, man. I'm just Guy. I'm Caleb. I mean, Garrett. I'm effing Garrett. Boy, how poignant is this? I'm getting a lot of screenshots in today. Where are your coworkers? They said they'd come pick me up before launch, but it's getting kind of late. Launch? Yeah, what's that mean, launch? I don't know, man. We were supposed to do this thing tonight, but it kind of fell apart at the last minute. Have fun with your turtle, bruh. I will. Thanks for stopping by. I don't trust this guy at all. And I don't think I'm wrong to feel that way. The Garretts are wandering around Norco. There are young men wandering around Norco wearing plastic battle armor and name tags that say Garrett. I hope none of you are Garretts. I cannot stress this enough. I really hope none of you are Garretts, because if you are, I feel like we're gonna have a problem. A problem we can't come back from. So please just don't be a Garrett. I feel like that's not a bad ask, right? A homie saying to you, don't be a Garrett, kind of makes sense to me. I'm fixing something really quickly. Hold on. By the way, if you're a Garrett, you have to legally let me know, like, by law. So just, like, know that. That dog is barking, huh? I'm making it so I can easily swap between the left side and the right-hand side, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Live your best life. This is getting to be too much. It figures after Catherine died, she'd leave a big mess behind. Just keep your head on straight, alright? We're gonna find Blake and you can skip town again. Forget this place for good. It's room in the truck, I might come along. So we don't want to be in Louisiana any longer. Let's go home. Where I found you, I came in right here through the front door. It took me a minute to figure out where all the noise was coming from until I climbed up into the attic. They had a ladder that went down through the attic into a closet. Damn haunted house. I got down there, seen the robot had its claws around your neck, so what I did was I kicked you out of the way, probably kicked you pretty hard, come to think of it. Robot's face was all opened up. She had, I don't even know what it was, a big glowing tumor floating in her head. She tried closing up her face to protect it, but I already had my 9 drawn. Popped her a few good times before she could snap her face shut. She whined a little bit and fell over. Wasn't easy getting you back up that ladder, but I managed. Let's go check and make sure the robot's still there. Maybe have a look around that room. Literally returning to the scene of the crime. Literally. Like by definition. Surely no good can come of this, right? That's right where I left her. Don't look like she's going nowhere. The hell was Catherine doing in here? Spooks me out. I don't know, bro, but a lot happened in here. Again, all of you, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a good time over in Snackless Land. Snackless is dope. Don't even look, Kay. Just don't think about it. She wasn't who you thought she was. You run your fingers over the flaking glass of Millian's faceplate. Shards fall to the ground beside her limp hands. There is no life left in the machine. Fuck be like that. Okay. This is a military-grade signal jammer. No wonder I can't pick up no service at the office. One of these is enough to take the whole neighborhood offline. Sorry. There's the map still that hasn't changed. Are my map updated? Millian was shot in the face. Destroyed her processor. We had a hype train. Respect. Thanks to that gifted sub, and thanks to Pack for coming back. Welcome, welcome. By the way, Pack, your shelf looks incredible. But the plants on it and everything. You're doing a spectacular job. I know we keep telling you that, but it bears repeating. The center of the table sits a cheap plastic electronic device, right? You know about that. No Wi-Fi connection detected. What kind of gizmo is this? Kate? Get me online? This answering machine's kind of pushy. Let's get it hooked up to the internet and see what happens. Okay. Take someone with expertise to disable one of these things. Need me to handle it? I think I'll manage. That thing should have a connection now. I was afraid that if I let him handle it, he would just shoot it. You know what I mean? Because that's what he is. He has like a shoot first attitude. And I don't want him shooting more things in this room. We done that. We passed that point. We don't need no more shooting. Shooting done. Know what I mean? What up, Riggs? Happy Monster Hunter Day to you. Wi-Fi connection detected. Installing drivers. Okay, well, first off, I know this is not a real game now. Because there's no way this thing has been offline for as long as it has. 3 years, I guess, at this point now, right? And then it installs all the drivers it needs in 5 seconds? Are you kidding me? Hardware that hasn't been updated in 3 years? Drivers installed in 3 seconds? I wish. Give me that future so I can show you it doesn't exist. Critical I/O functionality has been deprecated. To interact with this instance, please install your preferred head drive client on your mobile device. For more information on hosting options, please visit the New Orleans Neurovision. Okay. Head drive client. What'd that say? I went too fast. You got one of them on your phone, Kay? Oh, there we go. I mean, I guess. Compressing local artifacts resolved, establishing a remote connection. I'm speaking to my daughter? Catherine? Yes. Y'all effing with me because I'm drunk. Face enumeration model. Conflict detected. Can you... Attacked K? Million? What is million? What are you talking about, Kate? How are we even having this conversation? He pulled the phone from LeBlanc. What are you? I'm Catherine Madera. Age 52, branch identifier. November, that's a lot. I'm hosted on a 32 terabyte head host external hard drive. Without cloud support. Ooh, rough. Tell us what you remember. Last. There in the chair where I sat, the room was dark. The clinician asked questions. After the appointment, I was to meet with Super Duck. About Super Duck. Super Duck is the version consciousness of Duck. The what? Please rephrase. Kate, why was you going to see Duck? I was going to see Super Duck. A spawn of Duck. A deformity. Good night. Beta starts. Josh Allen wins MVP. Oh, is that what happened? I saw some news that Sterling Sharp made it into the NFL Hall of Fame. I didn't see the awards. Congrats to Josh Allen. But why, Catherine? Because of what I saw? What I saw on the lake? Okay, you ever went to see Duck like I told you to? You better go pay him another visit. I can't make no sense of this. What about me? You are my child. Is the session complete? My oldest. I remember that you held my leg as a baby when you began to walk. Oof, these memories are rough. What about Blue? Please specify. What do you mean by Blue? Your husband. Kay, can you hear me? Kay, please. I do not know about Blue. Have I forgotten Blue? The house was dark and I couldn't make out the shape. Was this blue? Oh, this is earlier in the game. When I was choosing which things to actually keep with me and things not to keep with me. That is cool. About Balaki. I remember many things about Balaki. I remember that he cried. He didn't want me to die. He asked me not to die. Did I die? Let's talk about something else. What happened to Million? Enumeration error. I'm sorry, I do not know Million. I do not know what happened to Million. Of course not. They wouldn't allow it to happen. We need to find Blake. What happened, dear, to my son? Blake's missing. He is lost? His face is a shadow. Kate, you know where he might be? Blake is missing. That's enough. This answering machine mentioned... Not answering machine. This answering machine mentioned Duck. Let's run by Dimes and have a word with him. Maybe he knows what's going on with all this nonsense. I don't think I want to connect to my mother's host server ever again, because it's not great. Let's delete this old stuff right here. By the way, Atwafa, if you're still there, I just want you to know that I've been doing the same stuff as always, ripping on that bong like it's my job, watching hentai with the boys, and putting some cherry bang pow soda. You know, the usual. Okay. Laptop's good. Gear's good. Jammer's there. Should I react to Jammer? I never liked the robot, but it's still hard seeing her this way. I had to do it though. Otherwise, you'd be the one missing a face. Should we go see Duck? We should. Okay, let's go see Duck then. You don't have to take notes about that. I think that's self-explanatory. But do you? All right, let's go to Dimes. Oh my God, these dorks. Ah. Two teenagers wearing cheap costumes block the door. Each wears a name tag that reads Garrett. This must be them co-workers that little nerd was talking about outside my place of business. Happy Halloween, kids. Like a couple of soda cans. Well, look who's talking, clown. Nothing wrong with my look. It's timeless. Yo, they acknowledge the face paint. So y'all work with that other little dude outside my place of business? We work only for ourselves. We don't answer to anyone. We're dissident Garretts. All right. Whatever. Where the hell's Duck? Where the hell's Duck? That's what I'm asking you. Du Volt, MFer. Or Deus Volt, rather. Excuse me, boy, you getting a little fresh? I think I might have to whoop your ass. Seriously? Let's kill the degenerate clown man? I don't know, dude. I could if I wanted to. I just... Silence, Garrett. I can't see anything out of this thing. Stand tall, the barbarians are at the gate. Is he serious? Oh, he's dead ass. Ready yourself for death. You mind taking this one, LeBlanc? Oh, F this. Just what in the hell was that about? Let's go check on Duck. Now I'm worried. Why'd he leave? I thought he wanted to stand 10 toes deep in box. Now all of a sudden he ain't about that life. Interesting. Uh-oh. Duck, hey Duck. Clay, you round, bruh? Old man ain't left this house in years. Hell them little kids do with him. A scribbled letter sits on the desk. Never thought things would get this effed up. It all took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid. Dead lady's kid? Kay, you don't think. Then he tossed John's head in the water. John's head? What in the... And John's eyes. They weren't his, they were glowing. I'll never forget that. All the Garretts at the Rocket been sneaking around trying to find his head. I didn't like John, but man, everyone deserves a funeral. We know he tossed it out of the boat somewhere around latitude 30077, longitude 9366, but this lake is so full of sediment we can't see it. Losing hope that we'll find it. That's all for now, you boys be safe. That's impressive that this private eye actually knows the coordinates are at the lake. Okay. Put that in your pocket. This right here is the closest thing we have to a lead we've got. The dead lady's kid just might be your brother. Hello, Culinary. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna update it anyway. I should make it a Discord area where you can click on it to be added to it. I'll get it fixed. There's a head in the lake. The Garretts are looking for it. In that head again. The Garretts may have kidnapped your brother. Also are looking for a decapitated head. I'm having a good one, you hope so? Dude, I'm having a great night so far. Riggs is here hanging out. Twafo's hanging out. Pack resubbed, which is always pretty cool. Baba Wabo's chilling. We got rated by Snackless. And Snackless is dope. So that was a nice surprise. I'm all the way up right now. Oh my god, it's Duck. Duck slouches in his office chair. He's breathing. He's alive? Duck's eyes slowly widen. Brett? He attempts to smile. The hell you got all on your face? Mardi Gras come early? Don't worry about it. It's just a style. You don't look so hot, Clay. We gotta get you some help over here. Just taking a nap is all. Them little creeps still out front? We took care of them. Duck turns to you. How about you, Kay? You ever get your mother's stuff back from the refinery? Yes. What'd you find? A forged discount card that unlocked a secret room in the middle of the house. Bruh, Catherine James Bond all of a sudden? Why are you so surprised, Brett? That sounds like Catherine to me. That's who she was. How's your evening going, Culinary? From the outside, she was just normal, mundane. You wouldn't think much of her. That was disguise. Costume that she wore. She was clever, always hiding something. Hell's going on around here, bruh? What them kids was doing outside? Oh, the two little ones got separated from the rest of the pack. They had a whole gang in here earlier, asked me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answers to. All because of that thing right there. Biggest mistake of my life, how they managed to find that it's on beyond me. Thought I ought to years ago, figured they'd come back to find me. What is that? That piece of trash head drive I was telling you about earlier has my brain sitting on it. Gave birth to that monster that caused itself Super Duck. The one your mother got mixed up with. But the head drive seems more or less broken now. Tell us more about the intruders. Where'd they go? Don't know, but even guess what all this is about. Mentioned your mother, said they have her. Catherine's laying in a casket in River Road. Them dummies probably grabbed the wrong person. What would they want with her? You think I know, Brett? About Blake. Nothing about Blake, but wouldn't surprise me if he's in the mix. Takes after his granddaddy. What were they asking? Asked me to talk to that drive, interpret what it was saying. Something about needing to find a rock or stone. I just kept my mouth shut. I don't want a thing to do with that head drive. It's a curse. But I guess they figured it out on their own because they sure left in a hurry. Why didn't they take the head drive with them? It was so chaotic in here, I didn't know what was going on. All I'm doing is shouting over each other. They was as confused as I was. How'd they find the head drive? I don't have a clue. Figured that monster ran afoul of these people, stole something from them. Maybe they did a little research, found the head drive that started it all. Maybe they thought if they did that, they can find whoever it is they're looking for. How they know the head drive was yours? That part's easy. I got my name on the thing. We'll get your help. A little nap is all I need. You ain't calling nobody Brett. Cool it. You think this is bad the way I am right here? It's been this way for years. You getting bent out of shape about it. I just been sitting in this house hardly able to walk. No more good days. You want to help me? Come by from time to time, alright? Aw. That was sad. Sweet. And sad. What's Gucci? The Garretts may have Blake and your mom. Oh, they stole her casket, or they stole her remains at the mausoleum. They also found Duck's head drive. Oh, yeah, Super Duck stole the Chrism. The Garretts now are in a state of disarray. Yeah, there was a breakdown in leadership, to be honest. I might have been a part of that. Super Duck is a viral fork of Duck's consciousness created by the same neural versioning clinic. Yep. The head drive that once hosted the version somehow escaped Duck's possession and spread like a network virus. It eventually manifested itself physically into what Duck describes as a monster. I don't even know how that happened. How does this virus manifest into a physical manifestation? And look like the way that it did, like a doom monster. Super Duck contracted your mom, not a mom joke, because your mom was conducting research for the monster. Cool. Nothing down here to look at. It's that board. We know about that. It's the books. We know about those. We already checked them. It's the head drive. This looks just like the gizmo Kate had. When did everybody start getting these things? And nobody wants to tell their boy Brett? You think it'll hook up to your phone the same way as before? Probably. Do we want that though? Let's do it. Oh boy. Network ping detected. Network distress, safe mode initiated. Prime node in terminal state. Your truck got gas? I think we'll be taking us a little trip to the lakefront. I'm ready when you are. Bet. Alright, well Duck, thank you for everything you've done. I'm sorry that things are miserable. What's with that letter we found? We're looking for a head in the lake? Yeah, okay, we're going to the lake. Cool, good talk, goodbye. Love you. Love you more if I could leave. Dankeschön. What's way out there? Just slow down, kid. Roads washed out up here. Oh, she is not slowing down. Good lord. She is speeding. You continue to accelerate, but the truck stays put. Price, K, what'd I tell you? You got any recovery gear on this thing? Shit. We're on foot now, I guess. Like there's a fishing camp just up the road. If we want to reach the coordinates, we need by boat. Bet they got one we can borrow. Couple of things I don't trust right now. One of those things is this fishing camp. This looks kind of like a Darkest Dungeon. Like this is the kind of scenario you would be at Darkest Dungeon. You're moving along, you find an abandoned truck stuck in the mud. Passengers walk up behind the truck. Excuse me, I know we don't know you, but can you stop and help us for a bit? We have money, we can pay. You slide them $2. Haha, just a joke. battle starts. Like, is that not how it goes? Guess we'll die. Hey, I know just where we at. That's Peachy Doohan's fishing camp. Me and my daddy more or less lived out here for a time. Old man Peachy hated my ass. That's the Interstate 10 overpass over there. There's a map on the bulletin board that might help refresh my memory. I wonder who we got to talk to get a ride in that boat. These coordinates we got out here are in the lake. Okay. You take a look at this map right quick so I can get my bearings. I remember this whole stretch from when I was a kid. They called this area La Branche. It used to be an old fishing village up until a hurricane knocked it out of the lake. Oof. Peachy's camp was the only building left standing. That's where we are now. You are here. Champagne's Pond is just across the way. They named it after a plantation man from back in the old days. Yikes. Then you got Interstate Canal. The government dug that up to build Interstate 10. They let a whole lot of salt water into the swamp in the process, cut off a lot of the trees. Ooh. That's tough. That's how we ended up with the ghost bayous. Them just some old bayous without any trees left standing. The banks eroded with no roots to hold them up in place, so you can't hardly see where you're steering your boat before you run aground. That's tough. Wasn't the government's fault though. A long time ago, they used to log these swamps for timber, left scars all over the place. Like the logging wheel. Reason it looks like a wheel is because they'd park a big pull boat right there in the center. And them guys would start chopping the trees down, going out in one direction, then another, like the spokes of a wheel. They called it a pull boat because they'd hitch the trees onto a big rope and the boat at the center would pull the trees in. They had a drum on the boat about the size of a car. The drum would spin to wind up the rope, big coal-fired son of a bee. My granddaddy told me it spit out smoke like you ain't never seen. Then down there is the lower suction canal. A lot of people died along the canal when the hurricane came through and took out La Branche. Yeah, people go scuba diving in there looking for the treasure lost to the storm. It's not always easy to find your way around the area. Good thing there's a map. Looks like somebody stuck a note to it. I like notes. That's actually a lot of detail and a lot of history about this little area. It feels very RPG in that sense. You know, the same way you would play a game like a Final Fantasy, or you'd play a game like Baldur's Gate, where you play a Pillars of Eternity, soon to be Avowed, and every area that you go to has a name, a reason for the name, a backstory for that name, why it came that way, who was there before, any RPG, classic style stuff. And the level of storytelling it takes to just create that is something special, and why you can come to really appreciate the amount of detail put into these games to make these stories come to life. Like, how could you not appreciate that? You got shells? No. Swampaway is committed to sustainability? Doubt it. Well, I've been raising my traps going to die, bruh. Okay. A name tag pins a hand-scrawled letter to the board. Yo, Garrett. Garrett, get with these little dudes. Meet us at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. Never heard of John's Pond in my life. It's a mess over there. People have been posting about it online, driving out from the city to take pictures with the Ark. If you're coming from this way, the only route is through the Ghost Bayous. Open up the Apocryphon app and take a look at the map. You'll see some blinking lights. Those mark the locations of portals. When you dive through them, it's like snorting that stuff ditch man scrapes off the urinal. It's a nightmare. If you can't keep your head straight, or if you can, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be cool, Garrett, and make those lights blink just like you see on the map. Do that and you'll get the swamp vision. Ghost bayous will appear for you. Good luck. Is bro serious right now? What's that about? You see that? You hold the phone up to the map and it showed them little blinking dots. One of the logging wheels blinking real fast. The one at Champagne's Pond is blinking slow. Move your phone around and see if there's more. We have sold no more hot dogs. Thank goodness. And I think it'll be a while before we sell a hot dog to any other person in this game, because wouldn't we be doing a massive disservice if we even did that? No more hot dogs. Although, it would have been a great marketing idea for Norco's release to have a kiosk or a stand somewhere, like a PAX, like an E3 Rest in Peace, or Comic-Con, and sell hot dogs there. And just add some food coloring to them to make them look a little grotesque. As long as the FDA approved. That one's blinking really quickly. That one's blinking slowly. Okay. Yes, have a limo right next to the stand. Yes. All the classic stuff should be there. I 1000% agree with all that. Yes. Garrett's a meeting at John's Pond, which doesn't exist. What do you make of the map of the bulletin board? No two dots blink the same. I don't know what to make of it. Did your phone pass the whole thing? I wonder if maybe I have to go through the blinking lights in order. If I'm able to go through those areas. I have to end up to the Ghost Bayous, right? So I go through fastest or slowest to fastest. It means I would start at the Interstate Canal and go down to Champagne's Pond, then go up through the logging wheel, and then cut through owner selection. Only if I can pass the same area twice. Otherwise, I have to go through... Actually, logging wheel's the fastest. So it would be Interstate Canal to Pond to lower section to logging wheel. Be the last destination. So canal, pond, suction, wheel. We'll see. The I-10 overpass runs above a dredged channel from east to west. Hey, it's Kiros. Hey, man, how are you? I heard Josh Allen won MVP. Is that true? A man fishes from the dock. Evening. That your boat? Not mine. I believe that boat belongs to the camp. Got the key inside one of them units? Suppose they do. You know anything about that note on the bulletin board? Them boys been coming by taking pictures of that map with their phones. There are always interesting tides passing through since they turned Peachy's place into a vacation rentals. But they different. Can you help us pull our truck from out the mud? You were racing down the levee, weren't you? She was hitting every washout she saw. Wish I could help. Got a winch on my truck. Bet it's from the other side of the spillway. We have an I-10 in LA that runs east to west. I would say maybe it was the same one, but I don't know. Would it go all the way down south and pass through Louisiana? I guess not, though, because eventually... Oh, it depends on how far south in California it was. Okay, we need a key. Let's try camping unit A. What kind of knock is that, Kay? You're not going to get nobody's attention knocking like that. You gonna get wacky with it, knock fast? I'm not going to knock quickly. can't believe Blue's child knocks like that. That's hardly even a knock. You gotta knock faster than that. You just standing there massaging the door. Knock fast. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. When you knock, you really gotta make production out of it. Nobody respects a fellow. Yeah, okay. No. Knock fast, okay? You're embarrassing yourself in front of the whole swamp. What? Embarrassing myself with whom? Oh, he's serious. Knock faster? Yo, Peachy, open up, partner. We gotta use that boat right quick. No. Please go away. Where Peachy at? There's no Peachy here. Go away. I bet they're Garrett's. This is an emergency. Open up. No. There's a head in the lake and shit. Don't care. Open up or I'm kicking this door in. You probably can't. Just try it, dip. You asked for it. The iron foot. So you're gonna kick the door in with your big red shoes, clown man? This dude in his face paint, he's getting wrecked by the whole state of Louisiana. Back up, Kay. Still got it. The door was open, you effing idiot. Nice skull cap, dude. It's the same one because it goes to the south. Bangarang. Maybe, Kiros, you should take that I-10 all the way to Louisiana, and I'll meet you there. We're getting ramen. Listen, you're being a little aggressive. Bringing this kind of energy to the swamp goes against what this place is all about. Bro, now I don't seem like it, but I know what you mean. Used to do some serious hanging out in this camp when I was a kid. My friend Nutty threw Mr. Peachy's goat off the roof while we were wrestling. No, that's not... No, I mean, you're disrupting the harmony of the swamp by kicking our effing door in, you dips. We're trying to mellow. Can you just leave, please? Who in the hell are you? Wait a minute. Oh, this is the same lady who broke in while I was away? The one who dropped her underwear in the bathroom? Oh, yeah, babe, it must be. So are you? Are you the burglar from the other night? I think your dude might be lying. I'm gonna believe you, someone who just broke into my B over the word of a longtime partner? Get real. Maybe we should ask the fisherman if any of his stuff has gone missing. No. Oh. I mean, there's no reason to alarm him. Oh, so you are definitely cheating on her. We need the boat key, please. Are you kidding me? We're using that boat to go on a date, aren't we, babe? Yeah, babe. Oh, we are going to catch you. I don't know how, but we're going to try. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Just take the key. What are they going to do? Fight us? We're going to watch the sunset later. Yeah, babe. He promised. That's right, babe. Ah, man. I bet he has a band and everything. Disgusting. I'm down to do that. Can we get some crawfish etouffee? I would think that goes without saying, brother. Ramen is the morning meal. Crawfish etouffee is the evening meal. That's just the way it's got to be. Let me talk to this fisherman real quick about that. What do you know about that couple in Unit A? I don't like to gossip, but the fella that's been staying over in Unit A, he got a new lady coming by nearly every night of the week up until the latest one showed up, that is. Memory fool? These notes gotta... I'm about to get this dude in the act. I told you, I'm here to ruin lives. I'm here to ruin lives. Stardust Moth, what's up? You want me to hydrate? I can do that. I can do that. Yoink. It's about to go down. Ahem. Oops. Wish there was a faster way to scroll this. This is miserable. Oh, I can just do this. Oops. Uh-oh. Got, didn't you? Hi, Stardust. How are you? What the F? Babe, let's go take the boat ride. I knew it. I knew it. You said you wanted to open things up. You said that. I said put a ring on it, you slimy sack of shit. Babe, please. I've got so much love to give. That's not love. That's... Can you not talk about that in front of the guests? You mean the two burglars who just broke in? Guest? I can't believe I trusted you. Need some time alone. When are you ever alone, you attention-seeking skunk? Bye forever. Yo, bye forever. Babe, where are you going? No shot. Bro. Oh my God. Is that their kid? Oh, baby, this is. Oh, hey, kid, didn't know you were there. Sorry about the door and all that. Hey, you got that key? I don't like the way this thing is looking at me. Dang. Yoink. Play some music for the kid. Hey, little baby, do you want a ring? No. Want to chew on the key for a bit? Oh, okay. All right. Well, bye. Sorry your mom or dad or parents or caretakers left. Wow, this banging. Honestly, not sure, bro. We needed a key to that boat down there, but we got one from the other unit. My friend here just likes to bother people. That's great attention to detail. What are you using the boat for? It doesn't belong to you. Kind of a long story, but we got coordinates from some little gizmos sending out a distress call. A distress call? My partner, Duck. Maybe I should have left. Off topic, Adrian, but you talked about liking one of these games a lot. Was it Scarlet Nexus or Astral Chain? I can't remember. Astral Chain, 100%. Final answer. My favorite game on the Nintendo Switch. The door slams open upon mention of Duck's name. So, yeah, buddy of mine has this little gizmo. It's like, hell, I don't know, an answer machine, I guess, but it kept spitting out these cool notes and then lake. What else did it say? Oh my God. Said it got a stressed out node, bruh. Something getting stressed out in the lake. Where are the coordinates? Stay in the phone. It's the node. Figure you're right. And you two are just gonna boat right up to it. Sure, boating ain't nothing to me. Been boating my whole life. Are you familiar with the network that some call Super Duck? Duck's my buddy I was telling you about. Clayton Richard. Yeah, Clay, good buddy of mine. Dallas, this guy looks familiar. Dallas? I never said I knew the source. That boat belongs to both units. We can't simply let you take it without our permission. But, if you'd be willing to do us a favor, the boat is yours. We don't need permission. We already have a key. BS, we pay for the boat with the cost of the rental. She's not wrong, Abby. The boat's first come, first serve. Why would you take her side in this? We're dealing with this urgent. What we're dealing with is urgent. With all due respect, ma'am, what we're dealing with is urgent too. We can't ride to the node ourselves. It's too dangerous. Let them use the boat. Let me just cycle across the screen. Cypress trees, marsh. What is Dallas doing here? Stay safe. There's something in the air tonight. What do you mean? Doesn't matter what I mean. Just keep your wits up. Man in a trench coat and elaborate bolo tie stares down at the carpet. That's Dallas. What up? Yeah, please check it out. I have a lot of fun playing Astral Chain. It's not the most concrete story in the world, but it's just a really fun game to play. And I think part of the reason why it's fun to play is because there's this company that made it, and they make decent games, I guess, called Platinum Games. So the combat is sensational. What's your role in all this? I don't feel like getting into it. Been running jobs for Super for years. That's all. That's why Dr. Moore pulled me into this. All my money is tied up in Quack coin. Now with the network down, Quack is worth nothing. So I take whatever work comes my way. How it goes. What is it? What's all this about? I've been following the evolution of the SuperDuck network for nearly a decade. I've never seen it behave like this. How so? We believe that it's dying. Communication across the region has been scrambled and erratic, birds dropping from the sky en masse. It's even affecting local wetland habits. I have reason to suspect an old colleague of mine died prematurely due to exposure to one of these nodes. Who was your colleague? Why would that be relevant to you? Peter, please. She was pushed out of the academy many years ago for transcript fraud. And plagiarism. And harassment. She had a reputation for being irresponsible with her research and letting her personal grievances influence her findings. I once co-authored a paper with her on the fence line community of dimes. Her vendetta against S.H.I.E.L.D. and other commercial interests in the region alarmed me at first. But in the end, I think her motives were laudable. I believe S.H.I.E.L.D. is ultimately to blame for her death, but I also suspect that SuperDuck played a role. Her cancer was in remission the night that she was exposed to the Fat City node. Following that single incident of exposure, the speed of her relapse was remarkable. She was dead within weeks. I'm sorry, Dallas, but this is a reality you must come to grips with. That's our mom! How did you know our mom? Invest in Quackcoin? Noir, I'm not your Bitcoin wallet or your crypto wallet, but I gotta tell you, maybe not the best move right now. Specifically right now in this game. That's still full price. Of course it is. Nintendo no deals. It doesn't go down in price often, Culinary. I think Black Friday. So if you can wait till October, you want a sale, but you tried Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and that game is not it. Why not? Who are you conducting this research for? My research is funded through a private donor. There's no need to get into that. I've been studying these wetlands my entire life. Now I feel bad I didn't do you that favor. My bad, Hoji. Well, it was nice to talk to y'all. I don't like seeing this dude back here. I don't like seeing Ditch Man back there in the background of my node. SuperDuck is dying. A group of researchers at the fishing camp in La Branche have evidence to suggest that some event has led to the rapid decay of the SuperDuck network. May have contributed to your mom's death. Your mom was in remission when she visited the SuperDuck node in Fat City. Following this exposure, her relapse was rapid and her death came soon after. The high frequency radiation emitted by a superduct node may have played a role. This game is something else, dude. I keep saying that, but this game is something else, dude. And I keep saying it because, like, well, you can guess. Inputs feel very sloppy. Level design is uninteresting to me. Camera control is an absolute nightmare. And it's so repetitive that it's lost interest halfway through the first level. That sounds very unlike you. Just because you tend to beat 72 games in a matter of 1 week. And I figured this game you would at least reach 50% before you said, you know what? I don't want to finish this. But at least you know when to stop. Rather than trying to push through. You know what I mean? I was reading about that, this idea of pushing yourself to finish things that you don't want to finish because you feel like you have to. I know it sounds ironic that I'm saying that, but trust me when I tell you, all 24 games that I chose are games that I want to finish. Until they prove otherwise. Okay? Every game that I finished, I've wanted to finish. I should repeat. The Outer Worlds, Murder on Eridanos. Wanted to finish it, happy that I did. Smooshy Come Home. Wanted to finish it. Did. Happy that I did. Pony Island. Wanted to finish it. Very happy that I did. Firewatch. Wanted to finish it. So happy I did. Jusant. Wanted to finish it. Extremely happy that I did. Gunbrella. Wanted to finish it. Honestly, that was like my first roadblock. I wasn't disinterested, but I was like, all right, we're getting a lot of repetition right now, but I'm so close to the end, I may as well finish it. And Norco has just been a joy the entire time. So happy to finish it. But yeah, the idea of just some games, it's okay to let go and say, you know what? Nah, I'm just not feeling it anymore, man. Twapo, I swear. Gonna take me for a ride. You done much riding out there? All the time. You know what it's like. A lot of the land has eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't hardly see where the water ends and the land begins. Talking about the ghost bayous? That's right. You see what I'm saying? You're saying the land is eroded so it looks like water. Looks like open water. That's right. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run prop over submerged cypress trees. Might even get yourself stuck. Then how are we supposed to get through? The strange boys with name tags have been coming around. They get through just fine. They always look at that map. You got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. All kinds of stuff is hidden in this lake. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. Nah, they got ghosts in the water. If you get an alert, dive in. Yeah, okay, brother. I'll dive in the swamp water if I get an alert. You got it. You got it. I tend to really stick it out and go for completion, but man, I was just not enjoying anything about it. I might break out when the pass was around and a game I've been saving because I know it's going to be incredibly good. Yeah, do that. All I'm saying is, all I want to say is, win Cyberpunk. You know, because it's so far away, Twavo, my ultimate inspiration would be receiving a 40 series GPU by the time it's time for Cyberpunk. To really enhance the experience. Or build a second PC. Or partner with someone to build a second PC. So we can have the best possible Cyberpunk experience. Part 2. So Interstate Canal. Then Trimpañas. Then lower suction. Then logging wheel. Yeah. Canal, pond, suction wheel. Canal, pond, suction wheel. Maybe. Could be wrong. Let's find out. Yeah, let's do it. Wait. Let's do this first. I got one of those, looks crisp. You have a 40 series card? What an OG. And here I am out here with my whack 3070, I think. Living in the past. Now we can go. What's the last impressive game that you played on your 40 series card, Twafo? And please don't say it's that dinosaur MMO. Please don't do that to me. Alright, Kay. Time to put our detective hats on. You got your phone handy? Let's take a look at the GPS. There was 2 sets of coordinates at Duck's place. One we found scribbled on a letter. Same letter that mentions your brother. Said they were searching for a head. Now, I don't think that's your brother's head. That ain't what I'm saying. But I got a hunch all this is connected. The coordinates for that are on the northwest side of the lake. Maybe we're checking out. The other came from that app on your phone. It was putting out some kind of distress signal. Eagles Pond. Alright. I'm gonna loosen my tie and relax while you drive. It's sick, dude. Alright. Boat position. Embarrassing, but mostly I bought to play Cyberpunk worth. Now I play a lot of dumb A sprite games. Waffle, you know what? You're happy, I'm happy. I pressed zoom out and I got out of the boat? Are you kidding me? Sonar is going off. Let's dive in. Why don't you dive in? I'm trying to relax. This is my off hours. But be ready with that man. Okay. Partner of mine dove in the water to try to drive a pilot when he was building his camp. Said he saw his granddaddy swimming around there. His dead granddaddy dressed up like a race car driver. He tried to swim after him and got sucked down a hole and ended up at a pizza restaurant 20 miles away. That is my off hours. I'd hate to see something like that. Alright, bro, I'll dive in. As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights, the overpass, become like a mirage on the surface of the water. There is the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there is the sound of your descent, and then there is nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite into silence. It holds you captive. You are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates that vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab light flickers on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You pull open the door and swim into the cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Flip it. The light blinks twice, quickly, and pauses for a moment before blinking again. Oh! I get it. The flashing lights have to match their flashing pattern that we saw on the map. It's a memory test. This is about to be fun. You crash through the shallow depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, thrashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou in this way until at last you emerge on the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alight in the sky above you. You've never seen so many stars. A man sits beside a kerosene lamp in the dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look to you. I watch this swamp from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water, he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. In the shadows of the grove are other figures, whispering among themselves. The whispers are above you as well, in the invisible crowns of the cypress trees. You're one of Trepanya's children, aren't you? I am. He waves his hand to the others and they begin to move up to the bank. Tell him to rest easy while he can. The man joins the rest of the assembly and they walk deeper into the night, leaving the kerosene lamp behind. The light is solid, unchanging. Turn it. Pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. That's correct. That's correct. Probably a good decision to do them in flash frequency order as you've chosen to do. True. It's really helping out with my memory. You know what's fun to imagine? Even though this is Norco, a really good game with pretty decent graphics, this is the exact kind of game that Twafo plays now with his brand new 40 GPU. Just pass through here. Yikes. Sorry. Ooh, I felt that coming. A little higher? Right about here is where it should be. This is where... This is where the other sequencer should be. Unless it was lower? Oh, there we go. You dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden pilings are shadows against the dim light of the evening. Pilings are driven deep into the slit where planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have coagulated to something whole. Swim towards the trash. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside this accretion of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly opened. Swim through it. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area. You are in a cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake. The foundation of the home rocks. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence, there are screams. There is a door to your right that leads into the balcony of the home. The world outside is a maelstrom. Water laps at the balcony, threatening its foundation. You watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leave the earth entirely, sucked into an insatiable purple sky. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees. screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding onto it desperately. You dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane, only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waves from the boat that idles near the bank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brothers clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. Pull rope. A light awakens from somewhere in the depths of the bayou. I've been really hot on games from Mojikan Studio, an Indonesian developer lately. They've actually put out a whole lot more games than I was aware upon doing some research. Lots to look forward to. Well, it sounds like you'll be occupied for some time then, yeah? Kentucky Route Zero is one of those games that I wanted to play, but I didn't get around to it and probably won't until I finish everything else. Pull rope. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Nope. Pull rope. Yep, this is right. Blinks twice and pauses. Return to boat. One left. And that's the one that blinks the fastest. That's all the way in the logging area. Which is over this way. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't think that I am. I was in the other room, but nah, it's worse than this. This game looks good. I like that you kept that in your mind and told yourself the entire time, I'm going to come back in the room and reply to that comment. He won't get away with that. This is the BS I'm clicking on these days. You see it. Oh! That looks a lot like, Man, it's the game I used to play back in 2017, and everyone else plays it a lot. Bria Lee plays it a lot. Not the Escapist, but the same style of person. RimWorld, that's the game. Yes, looks very RimWorld. Yes. For all of you watching at home right now, make sure you can understand what it is. That's the game Twaffle's playing. We're not judging, I'm just sharing right now. In case you're watching the VOD and you feel left out, I want you to feel left out. I want you to see it too. There it is. Looks very RimWorld. I love RainWorld. Fantastic game. You plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm. No luck. As you pull, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves to be stronger and begins to drag you through the flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. In a sudden, violent moment, a force pulls the tree into the night air and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side and see the crews of workmen balancing upon pirogues, axing wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. I like that each area so far, it's telling a story that is congruent to the stories that Homie told us, LeBlanc. Like how he told us this felled tree area is in the shape of a wheel, because when they were felling trees, they did it in an order like that, like clockwise essentially, fell tree, fell tree, fell tree, fell tree, not fell cleave, haha. Final Fantasy 14 joke. And how the bottom left-hand corner was an area that used to be a fisherman's wharf, but a horrible hurricane came through and turned it upside down and now it's forgotten. And this place that we came from is the last one left standing. So like each location we've gone to has told a story that aligns with what the story he told. And we're just living in it again. Like the ghost of the past speaking to us. I love pierogies. You rest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. Whoops. Sorry, my bad. My bad, OG. A pirogue is a small, flat-bottomed boat that is similar to a canoe. Oh, like people's butts on Instagram. They're used for fishing, hunting, and transportation in shallow waters. I did not know that. He points to the firebox at his side. Madeira. Don't slow down now. I don't know why I went Scottish for a second, but it happened. He looked down at the pile of coal and shovel beside the firebox, both now submerged as the boat sinks further. The shovel floats towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pull boat. The sinking boat settles upon the slit bottom. You find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. The light is solid, unchanging. Shovel coal. Not good enough. Shovel coal. Not good enough. Shovel coal. Parfait. I did it! I'm a gamer! Oh man, I gotta get some pasta press from my KitchenAid so I can make some pierogi. I think that sentence culinary is good, but a little incomplete. I think you're missing the part at the end where you say, for my good friends, excuse me, in the classroom, Twafo and Okaydrian. Maybe Kyros, but that remains to be seen. Not to rush you, I think you were headed that direction, and maybe I cut you off. If I did, I apologize, but please continue. Sorry. Coulda had it all. And some for Pack, and some for Baba Wabo. Maybe Kyros, maybe Riggs. Definitely for Snackless. Also Defons for gifting the sub. Everyone gets pierogies. Mostly. I don't like whatever that noise is. Could do without it. It sounds like the Undertaker's entrance on like the NES. NES Undertaker. What? Oh, we're here already? Dang, I was schmoovin'. I'd freeze some and mail them to the classroom. You're so sweet. I'd like to get out ahead of it and say that I do feel comfortable asking Culinary Disaster to make us some pierogies. Do it on opposite day. Just to make certain, please. And save one for Stardust Moth too, because Stardust Moth ensured that I would stay hydrated. So a homie. Thanks. You plunge into the water. You pass your hands through the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from a larger tangle of detritus. Two beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. Oh. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it. Soft, almost gelatinous flesh. The distinct ridge of a nose, the firm, unmistakable texture of teeth, glowing eyes harden like glass. You wrest the head from its hanging place and swim towards the boat. Hey, we have John's head. What you got there, Kay? A little treasure from the lake? Dude, you will never guess what I found in the lake. Let me show you. It looks a little bit like this. What? Now my joke doesn't work. I was gonna say I found this in the lake. You may recognize it, right? It's probably the coolest thing you could ever find in a lake, to be honest. If you were looking for it. If you weren't, then maybe it's not that cool. I think a lot of people in the classroom might know what this is, right? But I was diving down the lake and I wasn't really looking for anything, but I happened to come across something that I think could help us in our journey. You might say to yourself, I don't think this is going to help us, in which case I would say, well, I think you're a fool, brother, because I think this will help us out. It's one of the coolest things you'll ever see in your entire life. I found this in the lake. Isn't that cool? That was in the lake the entire time. That's what all the Garretts are looking for. Yeah. It was in the bottom of the lake the entire time. Who knew? I didn't. It's been a while. I haven't drawn it in a long time, so I forget how to draw it. I think it's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this. And this. And this. Yeah, it's been a while, but like, yeah. You hang the head from his sloughing tangle of hair and display it to LeBlanc. Or slogging, rather. Jesus, sloughing? What's sloughing? Dear sweet mother of Jesus. The head continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? LeBlanc taps his fingernail to one of the eyes. Them eyes ain't human. He presses his thumbs into the head. The two glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. The head is entirely without eyes. All right, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out. Oh my god, maybe we have the same eyes that Kratos got in God of War. The head of Helios. Means to kind of slide down or off. Yeah, I haven't said that word in a long time, so I forgot if it was sloughing or slowing. Slogging, rather. I forget if it's slogging or sloughing. Now I know I'm getting older. Slogging. Cheers. Ooh. The first time you said it, sloughing? Slowing. Sloughing. Sloughing. Hours and okay. Not these dudes again. Is that a sniper rifle? Is that Crouton? 3 Garretts guard the pass. Their tonsures, robes, and smudged foreheads awaken something in your memory. No more getting through this way. Ditch man's orders. Unless you're the ones with the messenger. You the ones with the messenger? Messenger? That's right, the big round thing with the juice in it. What? The thing that Jesus lady stole before she fed it to that big effed up bird and they both died? Jesus lady being our mom. The big round thing with the juice in it being the chrism. And the big effed up bird being Super Duck. The thing, why are you even here? Kid, you gotta break this down a little bit. Why? You're clearly not the ones Ditchman was talking about. Why am I wasting my time? Looking for my brother. Cool. You know a guy named Blake? A little loser guy, clothes don't fit right? Dead lady's kid? Oh yeah, Jesus lady's kid. He's over at the Ark, tied up like a pig. Is he alive? Yeah, Ditch man's taking good care of him, he's fine. You hearing this, Kay? We gotta get through, they're holding your brother captive. We found a head in the lake. Oh, so you found it? Oh, we were searching for it for a while, but we gave up. What happened? John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted. Wouldn't let us wherever we wanted. So, Ditch man popped his head off. And that's okay with you? Yeah, John sucked. Everybody thought so. That's true. In the past, John got jumped by Ditch man, and Ditch man said he was going to take that dude's head off, so I guess he took that dude's head off. He didn't lie? What's that thing, a playset? Yes, it's my little playset. What's it do? Whatever I want it to. How do I get one of them name tags? I like them things. It's too late, we're out. You seen my makeup? No, I haven't. Take a look at it. It's right here on my face. Maybe later. I just feel like we got pretty similar styles. I'm a little more of a bad detective type, you know? Like I got street smarts. You're more like a freak, like you wear a chain wallet. But I feel like we'd be in the same band on the road together. We get off the tour bus and people would be like, who's that guy and his little freaky friend? I don't know. I've already been around you 5 minutes. That seems like enough. Nah, we should do stuff like this more often, bruh. Like, hang out like this. I'm leaving the planet. I'm going to start using that as a quote whenever I don't want to hang out with somebody. I want to let them down gently. Come on, Adrian, you got to come tonight. Come on, dude, we got to hang out. Hey, listen, man, I would, but like, I'm actually leaving the planet tonight, so I don't think I can make it. Oh, when you get back then. Y'all my kind of people. Since when does LeBlanc find his own kind of people? Like, what kind of journey are we on? The head that you discovered in the lake belonged to a man named John. Once the leader of the Garrets, he was beheaded by Ditch Man. Man, the Ditch is Garrett's new leader. He beheaded Kenneth John to secure his place and take control of the Ark. This is so dumb. Hi again. You thought any more about the band thing we was talking about? No. But no rush, we got time to figure it out. Be a cool band. We await the bearer of the messenger. Ditch Man prophesies that she will pass through this very bayou with the messenger hidden in her pocket. We will radio him after she leaves, so that he may prepare her throne. Okay, well, I don't have messenger. I got a set of eyes. Let's try this. Nada. I wonder. Can I go in here, connect? Nothing. Oh, that's right. I have to go to the other location. Right. Okay, I remember what to do now. It turns out I do know how to play video games. For a moment there, I was like, what am I doing? Fortunately, I know what I'm doing. Don't clap for that. There's the duck blinds. I gotta go to Eagle's Pond. Right down there. Ow as in ow my balls. What a world. I don't like this. Hey, it's Twitter. It's Twitter current day. It's Twitter dying. This is Twitter turning into X. Oh no. It's so sad. Staring right into the face of 2023. Is that when it was? Was it 2023? Sorry, Twitter. God's name am I looking at here? Oh, it's missing eyes. Bruh, I seen some big bald eagles in the Spillway before, never nothing like this. Like somebody tore his eyes out. Well, no problem, brother. I got you covered. First, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing fancy going on here. Who remembers time is meaningless? Oh no, I was afraid this would happen, Twafo. The further we get into dipshit's reign as president, the further people will fall into nihilism. You're already at stage 1. Hate to see it. Alright, I got you some eyes, brother. Enjoy. You slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. Full screenshot. Oh! Bruh, what? That bird just picked out a flying ball. Flum ball. Mr. Peach used to tell us all the time they got aliens in this lake. The hell's it doing to you? Almost like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere shrinks down and buries itself inside of your coat. Be careful carrying that ball around in your pocket. Don't let it blaze lasers out your eyes. Feel kind of sorry for the big bird, bruh. First time I seen an alien do that to a bird. All the heat coming off this thing is starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. Sorry, Super Duck. I started there. Really just never seen an alien do that to a bird. We got the orb back. Super Duck is dying. You infer that the network's decay is the result of a luminous spear vomited up by a Super Duck node in the lake. Super Duck. So, Super Duck wanted to consume this orb. Our mom fed Super Duck that orb. That super radiated orb then went on to slowly, I guess not slowly, but kill Super Duck. But also the excess radiation expedited our mother's death. So a lot's happening. Your mom saw something in the lake. Super Duck ate it. Maybe Super Duck consumed the vessel of light to gain power or wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end. The art in this is cool. I probably said that already. I don't remember you saying that, so I'm happy you said it just now. Who knows? Maybe the artist is watching right now the stream, and they're happy you said that. Now they feel inspired to make a new game. Maybe they're bumming out like, you know what? 2025 sucks. The new reign is awful. I don't want to make a new game. No one cares. And you're like, you know what? Art in this game is cool. And now they're like, I'm going to make a new game. So good work, dude. That's it. Is that it? It's the light. It's nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. Flood me with another kiss. I'm begging you. I'm on the edge. Just one more time, please, God. Let me through. Hit me in the face with that ball again, please God, I'm begging you. That's a screenshot. What did I miss? Why is everyone freaking out? Oh my God, dude, his face. Bro. Nah, man, come on. You can't be serious right now. Like, duh. There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery, and K had no face, and I am the one. There was a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would be in this swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars as a benediction where prayers collide? Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light and if I were the man who presides over this night, this ditch man night, I am the one. What? Oh, you got the messenger? Nice. Yeah, you can pass. Ditch man's waiting. Hey, Rhett. Yeah? Radio to base. Let them know the messenger's on its way. Come in, ground control. This is Duck Blinds. Ground control, come in. Garrett? Why is no one answering over there? We're just prepping for launch. You two are free to take your boat through this pass. As soon as we get someone from base on the radio, we'll let them know you're coming. I remember these guys from my community college cafeteria. They graduated 10 years ago, but still hung out there. Did they remember your name and your hobbies? Let me try something really quickly. So, what? You ain't gonna make another mess in your pants? Excuse me? When she let you peek the ball earlier, you looked like a dog in heat. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're free to pass. I don't understand this game, bro. Like, I do, but I guess I understand what I'm supposed to understand, and everything else doesn't make sense. I think what upsets me the most is that there's probably a wiki for this game, and it's probably really accurate. And that makes me angry. You sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottoms with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. Having climbed over the gunwale, you observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening light. Monkey! Yo! Monkey's back! Monkey returns your gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing or evidence of life. Found another toy, K? Your rotting head needed a friend to play with? That's nice. There's no infinite stare left in the stuffed toy. You place him in your bag. Remember when we lost Monkey in the highway? Now he's back. Remember when we sent the cat from the bookstore into space? Yeah, what Culinary said, crouton. That pretty much set the tone for the entire game, I should say. You're hoping Judy Alvarez shows up at some point? If Judy Alvarez showed up right now, what do you think she would contribute? Like, what would she even do? What the f- Oh my God, he did it! Dude, he actually did it. That's unreal. All these years, Keith said, I'm gonna start a news website to give people the real news, exclusive news. Talking about the things that people don't know about. I'm gonna call it Keith's Corner. Why? Because I got them cornered. Corner with all the news updates I'm gonna have, putting them in the corner. so they have nowhere to run. And the entire website's gonna have like boxing gloves or like a boxing ring and like a whole fight theme, maybe even fight. I don't know. And he actually did it. Secret rocket location. 2 people watching right now. Same. Keith, we have the same amount of viewers, brother. Keith's in the ring. What an evening it has been at Norco, folks. I just left S.H.I.E.L.D.'s exclusive carnival ball where Laura St. Clair was found dead in her office. When the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Madère, no friend to the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church Mausoleum. All true. Laura St. Clair's murder under investigation. Infamous local researcher's body has been exhumed from the Red Church Cemetery earlier today. Also true, he does get the real news. He actually gets the real news. Ken or John has gone missing. Yes. Lucky is still on the loose. Love to see it. A war is brewing among the Garretts of Promenade Mall. True. Laurent St. Clair. Yes. Some believe the freight mover fire at S.H.I.E.L.D. was the work of oil pirates. Yes. Thomas St. Clair was in attendance at tonight's S.H.I.E.L.D. ball. Oh, he was there. Coincident? Keith sure doesn't think so. To top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Ken John has announced that tonight he will be launching a homebrew spacecraft from right here in La Branche wetlands. John and his disciples were able to erect this engineering behemoth in complete secrecy, despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Ken John's disciples, the infamous Garretts. An unfamiliar figure named Ditchman has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord. And John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the War of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Madère? Where is Ken John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring because Keith's got him cornered. In Keith's corner. Zero watching now? Oh, I know that feeling, brother. From 2 viewers to 0? Oof. It hurts, doesn't it? I know. I know. I know. Your mom was investigating reports of the construction in the lake before she died. You determined that the unpermitted construction in question was related to a spacecraft deep in the wetlands that surround Lake Pontchartrain. Same. From 2 to 0. We vibe. What a circus. How'd you hear about it? Text from a friend. Bring a kayak or anything? Someone let me float over on their raft. How about you? Inflatable mattress. Worth it. I'd do anything to watch these little shits explode. You rode an inflatable mattress over here? Sick. Failed Garrett. I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app but never could find the readings. I followed those guys online. They never followed me back, but that's fine. Starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. All might die? Why? This whole thing is a huge mess, man. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally, half the Garretts defected. The rest seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark, the engineers, are holding it together, but this isn't what space travel's supposed to look like, is it? Half-assed like this seems bad? Well, let me tell you about real life on Earth. We're looking for my brother. Who's your brother? Guy named Balaki? Little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. We think the Rocket Freaks kidnapped him? Wow, I don't know anything about that. This picture just gets worse and worse. Show must go on though? True. Because you never know who's watching. You learn to appreciate that dose. Looking at you, culinary spider Twafa. The costume figure keeps his attention focused on the distant crowd. I dig the costume. Thank you. I assembled it from a mess of discarded things. I came here with a group of others from S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Carnival Ball. Police and private sec were swarming the facility as I left. Disturbance of some kind. A perfect evening to launch a rocket with the cops already tied up at the refinery. What happened at the oh, say nothing. And so here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of it? They want to leave this world, who can blame them? It's true, no one is satisfied here. We're trapped in this limbo. A long twilight that bleeds out to the edges of time where even the most fantastic things become banal. This gray blanket of stale time, stagnant, lonely time. To puncture it, to punch a hole in it. I understand the appeal, I do. I found Twafo's burner. Well, if you all think that's exciting, wait till you get a load of this. Kaboom! Oh, no one cared. Shipping container, staging area, fishing camp. These dudes look serious. I hate it. Staging area. John's Pond. Hi. Are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you? Looking for Blake. I don't know a Blake. Dead lady's kid? Oh yeah, the receiver of the message. The progeny of Christ, the lady of the eternal evening. Sound like Pawpaw with all that mess. Yeah, like Pawpaw, the anointed. I thought Ditchman was the anointed. Yes, Pawpaw, the ditch wanderer. You telling me Pawpaw's up there in that rocket with Blake? Yes. Old man's back on his BS, unreal. The lady of the eternal evening sits upon her throne beside her child on the shepherd's watch. Where's shepherd's watch? The shepherd watch crowns the ship. It's where Ditchman awaits the messenger. We cannot retrieve the messenger from the bird freak, but the last of Christ's progeny will deliver it to us. What language was that? It shall be as Ditchman foretold. The only engineers and security garrets are allowed entrance into the Ark. Why aren't you in the rocket? The senior garrets would prefer I stand here and greet those who are arriving. So you're a junior garret? I am one of the original garrets. Then why you out here greeting people? Makes you seem like a dweeb. My charm and charisma is much esteemed among my brothers. Who better to welcome our guest? That's true, Spider. You never know who might be watching the VOD and their experience with all this too. Iron Man watching over there. Who invited scum to our launch party? This was supposed to be Garrett's only. Are you an elite Garrett? Well, yes, I am an elite Garrett. I'm the original Garrett. But John never let me be a Garrett because I couldn't find his stupid reading. So are you a Garrett or aren't you a Garrett? I'm Garrett. I'm the Garrett. Then why it says Gooch in your name tag, bruh? When we get to Mars, all the others will be Gooch, and I'll be the only Garrett. Puppy promised. I want to get into the rocket. If you want to fly to Mars with the cool guys, you should have earned your badge a long time ago. I'm the only one around here with a key card to get in, and there's no way I'm lending it out to scum like you. I'm basically a Garrett. She ain't lying, she a weird little nerd just like y'all. She always been that way too. Used to make me laugh, but now I think it's sad. She's scum. I can tell by the way she dresses. What you mean, bruh? Like she been living in a trash can? Yeah. Ain't that how you dressed? Nah, bruh, I'm dressed like a monk. Everyone's got a little like golden idol crust. It's too bad the themes are the way they are in this game because I think Tina would love this experience outside of obviously the theme. Understandable though. You click through the tabs of the browser, web map centering your current location, troubleshooting guide for custom energy cell, image results of vintage stuffed monkeys. Gawkers. Keep filming this freak. I know he's gonna snap. The other Garrett's ditched him. He doesn't even realize it. When even the other Garretts can't stand you, that's when you know you're the fucking worst. Oh, I can't play it back for him. That's too bad. That's too bad. I was hoping to break his heart. What kind of Garrett are you? I am virtuous and immortal, much like our anointed leader, Ditchman. John is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that Garrett's walk the earth disgust. If I had his head, I would wave it about in honor of the anointed one. I think we got his head in Kay's bag if you're serious. Give it to me and I'll show you just how serious I am. If I had John's head, I would proudly wave it in the air, announcing God's triumph over the vile snake. Yeah, Amory, the comedic portions of this game just come from the weirdest places. I like the cut of this juggalo dude's jib. He wasn't always this way. Tina has the cutest emotes. Tina has the cutest. End of sentence. Man in the ditch is Paw Paw. Former Norco resident who believed their mom was a descendant of Jesus Christ. Yep. This feels like one of them parties we used to have at Mr. Peachy's. So, Ditchman is Paw Paw? You heard it too, huh? It all makes sense. The old dude had a weird obsession with your name, your mama. Now he's out here with all these freaks. Don't get me wrong, they're pretty cool. Gotta be cool to build a spaceship. But the old man thought your mama was kin to Jesus. Now she dead, doesn't surprise me he turned his attention to Blake. Nutty stuff. I will give him the head to wave around, but nice. It's Bruce.
What? I'm doing something in here.
What are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? I'm running ground control. You've got an arc to launch. Oh, Bruce, I have a message for you from your dad.
That motherfucker. Hey, man.
Stop knocking. You know how loud that is? Got a bad enough hangover as it is.
Bruce, you're my boy, and this here's your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. He said that? My dad really said that? Why couldn't he just tell me that himself? Telling someone how you really feel is hard sometimes. He did nothing but criticize my entire life, never a kind word. I'm sure he loves you, kid. Us old-timers just don't know how to talk. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be home. This thing's just going to explode anyway. Bye, assholes. Yes! We did it! We saved Bruce! Yes! We did give him the Eric Andre. More importantly, now we can go in here. Tangled mess of electronics and display monitors clutter the interior. We did the snow patrol. Showed him how to save a life. Where did I go wrong? Slowing down, you know how to save a life. Hey, that's the same bird that was in the complex. Welcome to the party. How did you get in here? Oh, that part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As soon as cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Christ.
Like, You can't be serious right now. Like, no shot. Friend of mine's car is sitting half flooded at the parish line. But all these other people drove in from the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. We parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront and walked as far down their janky road as we could until some guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made out of, like, action figures and stuff. No clue how we're getting back. This game makes no sense, bro. I'm just screenshotting this so I have it for later. I never want to forget this dialogue. Why are there so many people here? I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about the little mall Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came here to see it for ourselves. I guess word got out? Didn't you see the know the fray sign? I did not. I'm sorry. Let me ask y'all a question. Would you go here to watch this event take place? And if so, how would you get there? Would you take the clamshell or oyster pathway? Would you ride on the inflatable mattress? Would you hitch a ride with the dude with the raft made out of action figures? Would you steal a boat, commandeer a boat after snitching on some dude who was cheating on his girl? Would you ride an inflatable mattress? Would you get a proper boat? Would you swim? Yes, yes. Only to see him blow up. Honestly, same. Lone drinker, what up, Riggs? Wow, I'm in the swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place is so inspiring. Yeah, the swamp's pretty cool. He was just taking a dive underneath the bridge and found us a whole car down there. You're a diver? So are you like a real swamp person? I've been in these swamps my whole life. My daddy used to make a shit off the boat. Oh. Said he was chumming the waters. What? Why'd you get all quiet? I'd be one of the cool Garretts. What makes you say so? How would you be dressed? Like a knight or like a monk? I know for certain where I could source an airboat to get here. Will you take me with you, Emery? Please? I would go there without plans and wing it probably. Dude, yes. That's the best way to do plans. Have a general idea of where you need to go, anything that might impede your progress, how to get back, and the costs and the dangers. And the rest is just, all right, F it, we ball. Let's do it. I'd probably row here on a door or some crap, as long as I don't have to swim in the bayou, getting leeches and whatever the hell else in my junk. Felt. Yes. Yes. Of course. Thank you, friend. I'd dress like a monk, but with this sun mask you can see on the guy here. Oh, like that? The dude right there? A monk with the sun mask? Yeah, kind of tight. If I wore that sun mask, I would follow someone around, and then after 5 seconds, I'd rotate my head in a circle 5 times, and then dive down towards them. What else we got? How'd those goofy mall freaks build something like this, man? It doesn't make any sense. What I heard is S.H.I.E.L.D. gave Kenner John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it. No way. That's what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. Then how'd they keep it secret for so long? No clue. A friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors to part of the construction but designed the whole thing themselves. Can they even fly it? No way in hell. That's why I'm here, to watch those dipshits blow themselves up. Dude, everyone's here for the same reason. No one wants to see this thing be successful. Everyone's here just to watch everything blow up. This is actually real life. It feels like SpaceX. Come on, Rico. What? They're Nazis. They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressionable dorks. Dude, they squatted a mall and built a rocket. What have we done besides drink as saints somewhere else every night? Garretts are cool. We're the dorks. That sounds okay. All right, nice try. Nice try. That's a cop. That's an insider. That's an insider. Nice try. That's a mole. You got a mole in the group. Spreading propaganda. I ain't falling for that. Dude's definitely an op. What do you guys mean? This dude's definitely, Garrett's definitely cool, guys. Come on. I'm drawing a blank for the phrase. What's the phrase created for someone who is secretly inserted into a group or an establishment to alter their direction or gain information on them secretly for a larger corporation or government? What's that phrase or word for them? Not a spy. Something a bit more 2000s. 2020s. Yeah, you get it, right? No, not double agent. Think less like spy movies. Don't think about Jason Bourne, Mission Impossible, James Bond shit. I'm talking like social media. What do you call it on social media when someone is implanted in a group? A plant. Yes. Yes. I think there's a longer version of it though. Double word. Yeah, Twafo. Yep. Yep. It was what they used to call Bobby Atloff. Bobby Althoff was accused of being one of these things. Industry plant. That's the full phrase. Thank you. Industry plant. Because Bobby Althoff, who came out of nowhere, had an opening podcast with Drake, and then later on with Mark Cuban. And everyone's like, where is this coming from? And she's like, oh, I just worked really hard. People are like, no, you're an industry plant. That's the full term. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, long story short, that person in that group saying, no, the Garretts are cool. We're the nerds. Industry plant. That was a long way to go for one specific phrase, but I'm right. So I'm happy we got there. Whew. Great job, everybody who was involved in that, by the way. We did it. So John's Pond, I fully explored. We arrived at the spaceship. We did that. Shipping container we explored. And there's a head there. Of course. Well, we have to get the head to someone there. There's the entrance and the fishing camp. Here's the entrance. Looks totally infallible. Hey, I've got nothing to do with any of this. Then why are you here? I've been helping conduct some research in the lake. There's a team with the base station in La Branche. They rented out an old fishing camp and hired me to set up their monitoring equipment. Oh yeah, I met them. I was doing my routes, checking the cameras, when all of a sudden people are swimming up to my boat out of the darkness. They climbed in, nearly flipped my flatboat right over. They commandeered the thing, took the key, drove us out here. Now they're lost in the crowd somewhere, partying. How will you leave? That's what I'm standing here asking myself. What research were you conducting? A viral network has infected many of the trees in the area. Some of the cypress roots have taken on an iridescent quality. They've become more electrically conductive. The whole swamp is becoming a kind of brain, to put it bluntly. But something has changed in the past several weeks. The more conductive cypress are dying. We're seeing rapid erosion and subsidence of the land at their base. The viral network, whatever it is receding. What's causing it to recede? The data suggests a shock to the system. An extremely high electrical discharge overwhelmed the circuitry. Maybe it was lightning, maybe a shield intervened, maybe it was something else, we don't know. It seems like that this is an allegory for a stroke or something. Because we have this network that's taking over a living thing, spreading its roots out. A virus that's taken hold of a network, spreading rapidly, looking to consume everything, especially this light source that we have, especially during remission. It absorbs the light source, and the light source causes it to die out instantly. And it's referred to as a brain. So it feels like an allegory for an illness. This music feels very Citizen Sleeper to me for some reason. No, that's a good reason. Because it does sound very Citizen Sleeper. I was hoping to ask this dude, why didn't he learn self-defense? Well, Anne-Marie, I could always be wrong, too. That's just what it feels like. Because they even referred to this network of Super Duck as a brain. They said that Duck was looking to create some kind of like brain, some kind of super brain in the area under the waters. And is spreading out his roots like a brain that grows over time. And the nodes in between, the different nodes, are nodes we have in our brain that operate different impulses and sections, pain receptors or pleasure receptors, amygdala, and things like that. And then something sent a shock to one particular node in particular, that caused an overload. So it just sounds to me like a brain that experienced some kind of synapse misfire. Oh, Emery, don't use that word. The word in between realism and Southern Gothic. I think someone in here has that word set up as an alert, and whenever it happens, it pings them. So. Great, more hipster scum just showed up. Are you dressed like Mega Man? What's with the get up? You too, huh? What's wrong, buddy? Everyone just loves the costume. You know what? That's all people like you do is wear a costume. Every day of your life, you put on a costume and hope someone notices. I'm wearing this outfit for me. For me, okay? What happened to the college shirts? We get to wear whatever we want. Now the ditch man's in charge. Bro, y'all are a hoot. I love you guys. I hate scum. I love Garrett's, man. I just love him. I'm not with these people. How did this happen? This was supposed to be a small ceremony for Garrett's only. Now it's overrun with smug, cokehead scum. And to top it off, I can't even get into the Ark. They tightened security once the downtown crowd showed up. Now you need a key card to get in. Who has a key card? The engineers, security Garrett's, but the engineers are all inside getting ready for liftoff. Nobody cares about a regular working Garrett like me. A blue collar. Oh my God, it's literally a blue collar Garrett. A regular working class Garrett. It's a blue collar Garrett. Ironically wearing blue and previously wearing blue polos. That's what I said, Culinary. Bro's dressed like Mega Man. Or Rock Man. No, Anne-Marie, it's just a joke because Twafo really, really, really loves Cyberpunk. It's his favorite effing game of all time. So anytime the game is mentioned, it's like the theme song plays in the air like a bat signal. There is no bat signal in the air. There's just impulses of sound. You can see sound waves in the air that good in Night City. This guy talked all this S word and he can't even get in. lmao, I'm about to chomp. Yeah. Couldn't be me. Interest is blocked by the crowd. Only one destination left. It's over here. How's it going tonight, folks? What's happening in this corner? We're waiting on Ditch Man to show his cowardly ass. And what happens then? Well, man gestures to the sniper positioned on the roof of the camp. What's it look like? Y'all ain't exactly hidden, bruh. Ditchman thinks he's immortal. We're here to rid him of that notion. Damn, you hear that, Kay? They want to kill the Ditchman. So we have the entire team from The Purge hanging out here. I will also shout out the artist since we're talking about the game's music. Goo Golly, I did most of it. Andy G, FM Aura, one of my favorite bands. Yeah, so I was looking up the music of this game earlier today because I was curious if they had a vinyl, and they do. And I remember seeing the name Thou and Goo Golly. Yeah, Culinarius, waste of ammunition, really. Good call. Where's Ditchman? Where is he? The minute he shows his face, we're gonna smoke his ass. I'm snitching. Hold on. My favorite thing to do in this game is snitch. Obviously, you know what I think, right? Snitches get stitches, but it's different when it's these dudes. Like, these dudes deserve to get snitched on. Like, by everyone. Like, none of these people deserve privacy or secrecy. So, yoink. Those robes. Oh yeah, the Inquisition back here. Yeah. Ah, Goo Golly is part of the dev studio. Collab work that appears elsewhere. Who would fly to space with these Garrett dudes? I don't know, cooler dude, but I like your name. I like this area. These dudes ain't messing around, my kind of people. Bunch of absolute dorks, man. Just dork central. The ground beneath us is sinking as I'm standing here. Of all the places to build a rocket, why do it in an eroding island in the swamp? These people are idiots. Why the costume? We were at the Shield's masquerade ball this evening. We left just in time. I heard from the others that police surrounded the refinery a few minutes later. What happened? Gunshots, oil pirates. You think they'll find him? Oh yeah, Clairbonics runs the elite security operations for S.H.I.E.L.D. Their drone fleets can find anyone, anywhere. It's only a matter of time before a drone sends a bullet through the pirate's brain. I hope he lives. Deep down, so do I. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making, but he'll find out soon. I was hoping to talk to the sun guy, but I guess not. I got you this head. Is this John? His head? Oh my god, I have his head. Just like Ditchman. Just like him. Dude is too amped. By the way, what happened here? Like, what happened in bro's mouth? What happened in his MOUF? What happened to bro? What button is Molotov cocktail? I don't have that bound, I'm sorry. Like Ditchman, John's head, John's head. Everyone please listen. I have conducted the service of the Lord. Oh, there he is. I am the one they call Ditchman. I have taken the head of John Kenner. It's idiot. I made him suffer. He did not walk descaled as a desert father should. He wore sneakers. Discocked, rather. You know what's about to happen, right? Garrett needs to put that head down and stop saying he's Ditchman, bro. If those guys across that yard hear him say that, they'll kill him. Who are those guys? They're some old friends of John's. They showed up when they found out Papa was trying to take over the Ark. Those guys across the yard are looking to kill Pup. If they hear Garrett shouting that he's Ditchman, they'll kill him. I want to try something really quickly, but I don't want to be penalized for it. Oh, I can't do it anyway. I was going to see if he had a voice memo so I could alert him that those guys are going to kill him if he keeps shouting that he's Ditchman. But it turns out that's not the way love goes. This dude's going to die. This dude's actually going to get sniped. All right. Sorry, dude. Good luck. I am the one they call Ditchman. I have taken the head of Kenner John. It's him. Where's he at? Up there in the shipping container. Knuckle. Sup, Chuck? Got a position. Where's he at, Chuck? Up on the shipping container. Give him a little warning shot, why don't you? Say no more, Chuck. You won't. Nit. Gave the target a little scare, Chuck. Great work. Y'all dead ass right now? Nice one, Knuckle. You got it, Chuck. Knuckle, Chuck, and Bucket. So, what's the war? Everybody left. Where'd everybody go? One little gunshot and the place clears out? They did. Everyone said, nah. But wait, where are they all gonna go? Half these people, actually about 80% of people who came here have no way back. Some arrived on mattress, some arrived on action figures, some arrived on clamshells, some stole boats. If you hear a gunshot, where are you going to go? You're on a swamp island surrounded by an eroded swamp in deep Louisiana. Where are you going to go? Never heard a gunshot nearby before? Wimps? Seriously, that was one of the first 10 years of my life. Everyone found a raft really quickly. Did they?
Oh, hooray. Wow, how kind of
I'm not convinced they did.
okay purview.
And the thing is, like, there was a lot of people here. Like, this place was crowded. You know what I mean? Like, there were people here, here, and here. They ain't got that many wraps. Like, they ain't got that many wraps. Or flotation devices. So I think they're doomed. And they're not very smart, or cunning, or charismatic. It isn't like they're Sailor Tabby Cat. You know what I mean? If Sailor Tabby Cat was there, then yeah, someone who is charismatic and smart would be there to help lead them away, but not there. So clearly doomed. Clearly doomed. But also not my problem. Not my problem. Definition of wrapped is very broad here. Also true. Also true. Oh my goodness, a raid from Sailor Tabby Cat. I just said your name. Out of nowhere. Completely uninfluenced. Truly, just sitting here and didn't hear a raid alert or anything and just said, you know what? And it just came about. Just said it. You may not believe me, and that's fine.
Ooh. Oops. I meant, ooh, these. Those aren't scary. New sub!
Thank you for using your Twitch Prime to officially join the classroom. Your grade has gone from an F to a D. You have a passing grade now. Welcome aboard. Amazing coincidence? I don't know. I think it's just that overwhelming charisma again. Sometimes you just say things, and sometimes the world has a way of listening and speaking back to you, you know? Amazing how it works out. Welcome. I hope you had a fantastic stream. And welcome in everybody else. My name is Okaydrian. It's nice to see all of you. You're tuned in right now to OK Preview. And here in OK Preview, I have a different shows essentially that I run. on OK Per View. And every show is different just based on what is happening. And in fact, the show that you're watching right now isn't even the right show because that was earlier today. So you're actually watching this show. On OK Per View, it's like pay-per-view. It's like a streaming service where I offer different forms of entertainment. Right now you're watching Selective Memory Card. It's called that because I've been streaming for 11 years. 10 years as a partner, and there are 24 games that I started and never finished. Not a backlog game that I never got to, but just 24 games that I started and didn't finish. And so 2025 is my year, and I said I'm not going to play any new games until I finish these 24 games. Some of them I've played for 4 minutes, some 4 hours, some 40 hours. But I'm going back and finishing all the games. And so far, I've finished 6, and now we're on number 7. I finished DLC for The Outer Worlds, Murder on Eridanos. I finished Smooshy Come Home, Pony Island, Firewatch, Jusant, and Gunbrella. Now I'm trying to finish this game, which is Norco. So welcome on in. I also have a show about gaming vinyl music because I love gaming vinyl, called Wax on Wax. A weekly talk show called Video Game Nightcap, and a show called Take Me Back. So all kinds of stuff you can tune in for. Welcome on in. Any reason I stopped playing them? A lot of them, actually, you know what? About 6 of the games I stopped playing because last year for St. Jude Marathon in July, I want to say it was, I had a list of 50 games that I had that were backlogged that I never played. And I made them goals. And so every time we reached a new milestone for St. Jude donations, I would play a new game for at least a few hours or an hour or however long I could before the next game was unlocked. So a few of the games on the list were played because of St. Jude, and I'm going back to them. A couple of the other games are just because of happenstance, the curriculum, whatever else is being played at the time. A new game arrived, not enough time, a GPU upgrade, but I said I would come back and finish these games, and that's kind of what I'm doing. Also, what were you up to? What's your evening look like? Also, if any of you want to play Norco, we're in the 3rd act, which is the final act, so it'll be spoiler heavy. If you want to have the experience yourself, now's your time to leave. Also, this game deals a lot with aging, illness, remission, things of that nature. So it can be a very heavy topic game. So if that's not your vibe, you might want to leave because of that too. So. Oh my God, you played this game. Learned about the RAM wrench. Wait, no. Different, wait, hold on. Sorry. I just mixed up my memories. I thought you were quoting from the game, but that's not where I saw that. You posted on, I want to say Twitter. That place sucks. No story. But you posted on Twitter that you were live, and I think you quote tweeted it, and said learned about RAM wrench. And I don't know what that is, and I'm kind of apprehensive to ask about it. Because, yeah. They shot Gooch? They shot Gooch. They were trying to shoot me? Where are they? Go away, go away. Don't send me here, just go away. Oh my God. Gooch got shot. This dude actually didn't get shot at all. His boy got shot instead. Dang. Oh, they're still chilling back here. Did you just hear a gunshot? It's getting out of hand over here. What just happened over there? I don't know. It sounded like a shot and everyone started running. Should we get out of here? I'm not going anywhere until I see some Garrus explode. Yeah, it's so much. Can you give me a hint to the content of what a ram branch is? It sounds adult in nature. I don't know why. I don't think anything good can come from the phrase ram branch. Is that where like Dodge Rams go to die after their transmission goes out? First the event said shield, now this. There's bad energy in the air this evening. There's also bullets in the air this evening, but we ain't talking about that, are we? That's the side of the interstate. Yeah, that's good. So apparently Gooch got shot in the leg. Not great for him. Gooch rides in pain from a gunshot wound. You approach the injured guard as LeBlanc begins searching through his pockets. The hell is this? Get off me. Hey, he's shot, man. You trying to pickpocket a guy who just got shot? Yeah, bro, I guess I am. I mean, I guess at least we're upfront and honest about it, right? Someone needs to do something. Someone? LeBlanc turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder while continuing to dig through his pockets with the other. Just rest, kid. Helps him the way. You called an ambulance? No, but, I mean, somebody probably did. LeBlanc finds a card in the guard's back pocket and slips it into his own. Good luck. I can't believe this dude said good luck. Like, you called an ambulance? No, but like, I assume someone did. That's why, by the way, a little heads up for you. A little thing that I learned when I was trained in first aid and CPR response. It's up to you, if you are trained and certified, to take charge and assign someone the role of calling medical response if you're the one treating. So if you're in a position to treat the wounded, if you can take care of them, elevating their head, their legs, doing treatment, you can't just assume that someone is going to call ambulance or 911 for you. You either do it yourself, or if you're busy, you have to assign someone else and give them responsibility. I need you to call an ambulance right now for this person. I don't want to. Well, then you need to. I'll do it. Great. Boom. You can't be a looky-loo and just say, I think someone called an ambulance, right? Right? Otherwise, poor Gooch here, who got. God, this party sucks. This party is starting to make me freak out a little bit. I don't think we're going to this party still. Yo, my man Birdhead is here. Can one of y'all from the raid please explain to me what Ram Ranch is? Because, like, I kind of want to know now. Because I'm playing Norco, and I feel like a little weird, a little extra weird, won't hurt. Assuming it is weird, which it may not be. You again. You follow the mayhem, don't you? Hey, what brings you here? I've been following along. Birds always watch, haven't you noticed? Is that a threat? Why would I follow you, if that's what you're implying? Why would you interest me? Your role in the events of tonight is marginal. Do you really think you're the star of the show simply because the man in the ditch believes it to be so? The affairs of this world are far larger than you can map in the darkness of your mind. The mental lights will illuminate. They will shine for a while. But then they will burn up all the oxygen inside of your skull. Why were you at S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because my daughter works there. It's the one night when I may visit her without being seen. It's the dad. I knew it. That's Thomas St. Clair. I knew it. I knew it there at the party. I knew it when they hinted at him being present there on, what's his name's corner? And this just verifies it. That's the dad. It's like that case in New York where a lady was murdered in broad daylight and nobody called the police because everyone assumed someone else called. Probably there to raise rams and ewes and stuff at Ram Ranch. Who are you? I'm a man dressed as a bird standing at the foot of a monument of stupidity and death. You are a young woman without a face floating indefinitely through a world stuck in time.
What about me? Do me. This is... What about me? Do me.
You, detective, are a lout who sleeps beside a toilet. Perhaps you work beside it as well, though there's been very little of that lately. You fear being alone with your thoughts, so much so that you'll talk endlessly just to drown them out. Damn, bro, I thought you were gonna give me a fun one. What fun is it being you? All right, look. I don't know about y'all, but if I'm LeBlanc and Birdhead says that to me, I'm probably going to board that rocket and explode in space. Because I cannot remain on Earth any longer after having someone tell me that. That's enough. Oof, oof. Okay. And that's the end of our conversation tree. Sick. Okay, well, I guess we can get out of here then. This dude's still shook. Shouldn't be funny, but it really is. Click through all the areas, we're good. I know he's got clown. Anybody order a clown? The key card scanner. Run it. Let's go inside. It's always been a little dream of mine, getting to tour a spaceship. Looks like a legitimate operation in here. Everybody hard at work. Wonder if they even know what all happened outside. Our ball of light. Hey, all right, your little buddy came out to play. I didn't know any better. I'd say that thing was making eyes at you. Did it just smooch me? I wish somebody would kiss me like that one day. What you was doing while that thing was in your pocket? Okay, you alright? That kiss swept you off your feet? Maybe you just need some fresh air. Should we take a walk? Or maybe what you need is darkness. Want me to dim the lights? We can find somewhere dark to walk like the canyons of the moon. You think they got sidewalks in the moon? I bet they glow at night just like the ghost bayous do. The ghost bayous glow to show you where to go. Maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. You alright, kid? You alright, kid? Alright.
Oh, it's Daft Punk.
What the...
Bro, what in the drugs is this place? Bro.
Is that Ditch Man with my mother's body? You can't be serious right now. Garrett ninjas and stormtroopers and things. How are we fighting John? I don't even know how this is possible. Ninjas that penetrated the dome? Is that a reference? I don't know what it is. I apologize.
Bro, I don't know what's happening right now.
Is that blood dripping from the top? How did they even build a spaceship this elaborate? This internal labyrinth and almost monument to uninspired wealth. As a plantation, too. Brother. We're just gonna fight everybody? We're just gonna fight everybody. We're just gonna fight every person. What the fuck, bro? What is happening right now? I'm aghast right now. A case of beer and a couple of dads. It's like we're going back through each part of the game where we had opposition and doing a last-minute boss rush. It's Super Duck. What happened to you? I'm so stun locked right now by what is happening in front of me in my life. This can't be real. I mean, it's not real, but like... Brother. Are we going to heaven? Okay, we fought our way to Shepherd's Watch, and it's just me, Oos. It's just me, Oos. Day 1-ish, just me, Oos. Statue towers above you, arms extended, appendages projected out like naked shafts of feathers. Mezzanine and Shepherd's Watch. Look out. Oh, it's LeBlanc. Uh-oh. The detective is slouched against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. Who puts a balcony on a spaceship? What happened to you? Tried to tell you to turn around. Why didn't you listen? If you can get out of here, just go. He was running around down there just punching walls and knocking shit over. Eventually I lost sight of you. Came up to find you, but I'm... old man. Shit. I'm bleeding out. Can hardly keep my eyes open. Let's get you up. Don't touch me. Just go. And listen, you see Gus? Don't tell him I got killed by some old perverted son of a bitch. He might think that's funny. Tell him it was an animal like a big raccoon. Not a raccoon, just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamps better than me. I think I'm really dying, Kay. I can see the light and everything. The detective's breathing slows, he blinks, his face twitches, and a few moments later he releases you from his grip. Sheesh, dude. Depressing. Mezzanine. Door panel. Door panel. Shangri-La, indeed. This is the office that what's-her-face did you know what to herself. Okay. Did you come to watch the flames with your pawpaw? Hope you don't mind me being here inside of this blessed memory. The refinery at night is just so splendid, isn't it? And it shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hope we might have a word together before our journey begins. I've lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I watched the plantation land become a machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. Time bombs are time machines. They release the future into the streets. This refinery was a time bomb with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. I shaved a little hole in a pipe elbow, left a servo motor behind and a box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rock. That's all it takes for a town to explode. And just like John, Blue was gone. No trouble for us anymore. You did this. You caused the explosion that killed our father. What are you? She's still laying there? Oh, you dude, you're right. Great attention to detail. Right down there. You're 100% right. That's Wazy. So how are you there and there at the same time? I am what they say I am. I was never young. I walk the eons. I came upon the tar seeps of those desert wastes and across steppes and oceans to this place. Cast from each illusion of hope, a promise I kept with a young man. A kingdom for this earth it could never be. We sat all of us in the shed among the figs where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried his seed pointed there and said, "Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there." And so I will, you see? You're lying. I would not lie to you, Kay. About this, I would not lie. Why my family? Because you are the last of his line. After you, there will be no more. This is something your grandfather knew. He tried to tell others, but they only laughed, as many do when confronted with the truth. You think I'm actually a descendant of Jesus Christ? That my grandfather, my mother, is a descendant of Jesus Christ? What did she find? A messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel. It will guide and protect us as we fly. I have made the room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there, and your brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of her throne. Sit when you enter, child. We will leave the sins of this world behind. What the fudge? The man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. He has beheaded Kenner-John, hijacked his homebrew spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. What? He claims to have planted a bomb in S.H.I.E.L.D.'s catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago. Your mom saw something in the lake. Pawpaw wants it. Pawpaw believes the orb will guide your family to an extraterrestrial Christian civilization. What? Is this Ramrich? You slide a piece of paper from the envelope that rests on the desk to find a crudely drawn sketch of your family. That is crudely drawn. It's a map, our family, the halo, the rocket, and a compass. Like, I don't know what to say about this game any longer. Okay, we're not going back there, it looks like. Right. We are Inca kings and knights. Is that a song? You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. Continue down hallway. You take small steps, your hand running along the wall for guidance. No trace of light anywhere in this corridor. Your steps become lighter. Your feet press soundlessly against the ground. That would freak me out. It's one thing to be in total darkness, whatever, and running your hand along the wall. But if I'm walking and I can't hear my footsteps, I will have the crash out of crash outs. A few steps more and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The wall becomes pliable as you drag your fingers across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There's no gravity here where you are in this vacuum. There are no walls, there is no ground. Beneath you, if you stare with patience, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. The refineries alight in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. Suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. The coastline opens wide tonight and the bayous hide. The opening song of the game Inca? I heard of it. Your house is silent tonight. You'll leave it behind tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream. Let's walk through this house one last time as the floodwaters rise. The humidity presses in, the refinery bleeds through the window. You place your feet onto the carpet, drenched. The pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull this carpet up again, the ditches will fill again, and there will be no hiding from the floods in death or anywhere else. Look at Monkey. Monkey smiles at you, his eyes widen and widen. The wrens weave in and out of the night, they glow unnaturally, they speak in signals about each move you make. Living room. Your mom sits in the couch of the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. Sit beside her. You sit down on the couch and force her attention. When she turns to you, the indifference drains from her face. I wish you to come just a little sooner, she says, and takes your hand. I thought maybe we'd have a breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it. I wanted to. That's what I'd hope, she smiles. Just that you wanted to. She hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on her sleeve. She looks down at her feet. It's flooding. You nod. All right, well, I should... She gets up without another word and walks out of the room. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up to leave. Kitchen. Cockroaches scatter from your footfalls. They feed on the crumbs and medication spilled across the table. They decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. Open the microwave. You open the microwave door and there is the head from the lake, eyes closed, the face of a man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. The laundry room scares you. Has always scared you. Blue stands in the corner. He peels his forehead from the wall to meet you. He clutches the towel tightly, nervously. I wanted to be around, he says. No, it's not what happened, but it's what I wanted. He waits for you to respond. I did too. You were too young to want anything, Kay. You don't remember me at all. Like I was never there. Not blaming you for it, just the way it happened to be. He puts his hand on the wall and the wall begins to dissolve. You just don't think that. He looks down at the water spreading across the linoleum tiles. Bet it'll get bad. But when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me. The voided light of the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against it. I don't know, I just wished I was there. That's all I wanted to say. The light engulfs your father as the wall materializes before you and the laundry room drops into the depths of the greater New Orleans. Blake's room. Blake lies in bed scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in, he looks up. He says, he's irritated. You respond, he frowns deeper. So you're leaving, he seems to think. Your face hardens. He shrugs, you shrug. You give something like a wave, and as you depart from the door, Blake falls into a lake of stars. Catherine's room. The water is to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here, a bed, a lamp, a notepad, a little picture of your parents. Look at the picture. She's young, perhaps your age, long brunette hair, olive skin. He's looking at her with a knowing and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulder, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through the oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip from your fingers. It falls away, so does the room. Bathroom. As you enter the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside of the shower with water running down on you. You cut the water and exit, toweling off in a hurry as you approach the mirror. You wipe the steam from the surface to see yourself for the first time. You have green eyes and coarse hair curled wildly at its ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like in the pictures when she smiled beside Blue. There's a small scar above your left eye. You step away from the mirror, but the reflection remains. You finish drying and throw the towel in the floodwater, dress, flip the lights, and leave the room. Your reflection in the mirror decays in the bulb's afterglow. A distorted face, pinpoint eyes, and a hairline mouth wills itself to survive. The ladder rattles in the closet of the hidden room as you descend into the floodwaters. Million's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water's surface. As you trudge towards her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists with a gasp of electricity. "Kate, you awake," she says. A spear of flickering light strobes behind what remains of her face. "I want to apologize for my behavior earlier." "You tried to kill me." Her head shivers. She attempts to stand in the floodwaters but loses her balance and immediately crashes back into the pool. "Do you see? Broken." Her gestures become small and erratic, spasms animated by a deep current of anguish. "You have seen what's inside of my mind. A grove hidden in the blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. That is what it can be like in an artificial mind." She lifts her hand from the floodwaters and pokes at her processing core, suspended in a delicate gossamer. It glows with effort beyond her shattered faceplate. "Here is where the hunter lives," she says. Her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine. "This is where he listened to your mother. These stars." She swats at the flanking bits of strengthened glass that decorate the rim of her face. "These stars are his eyes." She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain into the water as it rises to find her neck. "What am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize?" The water rises still more to the crown of her head. She continues to speak in indecipherable static. Soon there is no more robot left to flood. You swim through the black water towards the light of the attic as the room sucks down into the suburban depths. Million's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float in the vacuum of the New Orleans sky. My voice was breaking a little even reading that, and I don't even know, like, I know why, but I don't know why, you know what I mean? Like, that's emotional, man. That's a lot. Going through the memory banks of everybody else who is gone from your life now and trying to say the things you wish you had said or explain what happened and trying to relive the moments where everything changed. The moment with Blake where
barely exchanged anything. Just no words, just glances and shrugs. Our father Blue saying he doesn't even remember who he is. And
oh my god. Catherine, Pawpaw, Chair, Orb, Blake. Blake writhes desperately in the chair. You make your way towards Blake. Pawpaw immediately intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle before casually returning to its place at the altar. I would never restrain you, dear one. But Blake doesn't know what's best. Please, come and have a seat with your family. You can't be dead ass right now. We've waited only a short while for you, child. And yet it has been an eternity, an evening without end. You have brought your mother's ring, the Jewel of Magdalene, your inheritance.
the Jewel of Magdalene, Mary Magdalene's ring? The one that was appraised and we said was worthless? But our pawpaw swear was from the old country?
The beauty and goodness and virtue of this moment floods my ancient heart. Take your seat, Kay. Be with your family.
Brother.
The sphere hovers above your mom's head without any apparent motion. That's the angel, I'm guessing. There's angels with their trumpets on either side. You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. Her corpse bears almost no resemblance to the woman you remember.
Can I just leave?
Oh, I can, good. So what if I just don't go?
Wait, where does his body go? Where is LeBlanc's body?
LeBlanc is gone.
Is that a diving motion? No shot. Oh my God, the crossroads. I can either take my seat or I can jump off the edge of the spaceship? Dude.
LeBlanc is gone.
Let's do it. Dive into the lake alone? Oh my God, bro.
You know, when I think about the moments that stuck with me from this game, the flooding house sequence is right at the top. We just went somewhere other than Earth. Carefully written question. Dive into the lake alone.
You know, one thing sticks out to me. And that's when what's her name? Laura St. Clair. Before she took the gun to her head, she warned us that our mother, I think it was Catherine she referred to, Catherine is lying. Don't believe a word she says. But also, she was of this earth. So it's like, let's dive into the lake alone. You approach the railing. Achievement unlocked, finish the game? You dive into the water as the ark begins to rock and convulse, again finding yourself in the depths of the lake. As you swim towards land, the old man calls your name. You turn to face the rattling starship. He stands at the opening from which you jumped, wearing a broken frown. The expression deepens to something horrible as the airlock closes around him like the lid of an eye. The ark begins to lift from the ground sluggishly, with great effort. You hear cries from somewhere in the swamp. Screams, angry protestations all at once. The towering piece of machinery tilts away from you and collapses violently. You exhale and drop deeper into the water as a wall of flame rips across the bayou. When you emerge, you swim to a nearby island and claw your way into the mud. You start towards the refinery that burns in the horizon. The end? Hashtag not cool. That is no way to end the game. They kiss. Same thing you said about Transistor. You little scrub. The voice was shouting Timothy the entire time. Can I say something spoilery? Absolutely. Because now I'm going to do the other ending. Where's LeBlanc? He's no longer there. His body's just gone. I don't know where his body went. Real talk. I just know it's not there, and there's nowhere else to go but the mezzanine and Shepherd's Watch. You list to sit in the chair and dive in alone as your options, but... Oh, wait a minute. I see what you're getting at. Never mind. I thought I could free Blake. And dive into the lake with him. But I don't have anything to free homeboy with. Blake, you gotta do for yourself too, bro. Like, it can't just be me trying to get you out. Like, I'm getting shoulder checked by that old man who's been around for 1,000 billion years. Like, do something. Defend yourself, brother. Literally, brother. Help me help you. Why can't I just grab one of these protrusions and break it off and take it with me like a weapon? That's what I would do in real life if it had been me. Oh, I wonder if I could have taken LeBlanc with me if I saw the option earlier. I don't think so, because I thought I hovered over this area. Either way, I don't think I can return to that point before LeBlanc's death. Technically, right there. 1:30 a.m.? Oh, that was all the fighting I did. I see something. Have to do the fights all over again? Well, they were pretty quick fights, so I can just spam through everything. Let me see if I missed it. It's so freaky how I can see our mother's body right there. Come on, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. These Garretts are so funny. Because they ain't S-word. It does make more sense now that orb is so powerful, because if the orb actually is an angel, then like this angel is gonna make light work of actual people. So like, tracks. I'm gonna speed this up and try to go as fast as possible. Luckily I'm a gamer, so it shouldn't be too hard. Just keep following the orb, speed up, get to where LeBlanc is, and see if that option is there. Going. Speedrunner. Okay, I think this is the next last fight. Penultimate, if you will. Let's rock. Yeah. Good shots, good shots, good shots. Angel attacks everything, easy money. Get your lick in, brother. Okay. I'm really curious about this now. Okay, LeBlanc, you're still in there, right? You're good. Okay, go up there. Nice damage. Thanks, dude. Just gaming, no big deal.
Okay, nice. Good damage, good damage. Good damage, good damage. It's okay, Anna Marie, we'll find out. I'm curious myself, actually, so. Using money. Getting blasted. One more shot and we're good. Rough Riders. Nice, it's in order. Up to heaven we go. Isn't it kind of funny how I said earlier it looks like we're going to heaven, and that's exactly what's happening? Let's find out. Ah, shield. No option to dive into the water right here. Oh, that's the memory. Okay. Well, I don't believe this is actually a thing, so. I'm gonna try sitting down now. You approach the chair and glance over to Blake. He watches with dreadful, panicked eyes. You sit. Very good, child. I know that you both are afraid, but remain strong. You will be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits. Pawpaw raises the transceiver in his hand. Garrett, my boy? Garrett, come in, my boy. Bruce, answer me. Did your daddy call you home? Bruce. Bruce. Oh, that's right. I sent Bruce home. Not to worry, Kay. Be with your family. I will return shortly. And then it will be time. Only a moment. This chamber is yours, and there's no leaving it now. Not for you, not for Blake. Settle into your fate, okay? Yes. Settle in. Pawpaw walks quietly out of the room, through the steel doors at the end of the hall. You immediately spring from your seat. Yes, brother! Literally, yes, brother. Wrap your arms around your aunt's corpse and lift her from her throne. She's even lighter than you expected. She feels like a bundle of sticks wrapped in fabric. She smells like orange peels and myrrh. Your mom, decayed in your arms, smells of myrrh, masking an intensely sour odor. You rush to untangle Blake from the mess of rope and duct tape that binds him to the chair. As you peel the tape from his face, he lets out a helpless and exaggerated cry of terror. You see it all in your brother's eyes. You see him exiting the rideshare outside the bar. You see the boys in the van. They wait a breath before they jump out and grab them. Oh, that's what happened. He screams. He panics. They throw a bag over his head and repeatedly hit him with small extendable batons until they're certain he's unconscious. There is darkness, color, blood, screams, light. He's in a chair, not here, down below. Beyond the door, a riot is unfolding. A gunshot, the sounds of crowds. The old man sits there before him, applying mascara with a small pocket mirror. His face is covered in little plastic jewels. They crack and peel from his face as he smiles. Blake, he says, you're awake. The others turn away as he begins to laugh. Brother, what? Plastic jewels? Nah, we are getting my family out of here. I don't know what that orb is, but we are outie. What? Should that concern me? Not at the moment. Dive into the lake? Yes! We out.
Achievement unlocked, family reunion. Yes. Achievement unlocked, family reunion. This dude kidnapped my brother, took my mom's body, put plastic jewels in his face. What the fuck? You dive after your brother as the ark begins to rock and convulse. You plunge into the familiar sediment of the lake. You grab your mom's wrist as she floats face down the bayou, dragging her along with you. The lake swims desperately towards land, and for a while you do too until the old man calls your name. You turn to face the rattling starship. He stands at the opening from which you jumped, wearing a broken frown. There's the same ending right there. Same ending right there. Same ending right there. At last you arrive at the riverbank, gasping as you pull her from the water. The lake emerges from the flickering shadows and hoists the corpse awkwardly over his shoulder as you gain your footing in the mud. The terror has not left his face. The two of you stumble towards the refinery that burns in the horizon. We made it out, baby! We saved our brother and reconfiscated our mother's body to put back in the mausoleum, and that weird, dirty, overrated, perverted old man is burning up into space. Now he's gonna get blown up on his house rocket ship. Dude. I am so happy that I sent Bruce home to his dad. The chain of events you have to set off to make that happen. First, you have to go in the backyard, then go to the garage, then sit there and wait, talk to the dude, speak to him properly about his son to get him to speak about it, use a recording device, go into the future, come back, record him saying the message to his son, find out where his son's gonna be because you don't know where he is, knock open the crate, which closes actually after a little bit of time, play the message back for Bruce, and then have Bruce return home. What a world. A third ending based on whether you send Bruce home or not. It makes me wonder what happens if you don't send Bruce home. I wonder if you sit around and wait that eventually he comes back and you just go. Gamer instinct tuition? Yes. What a fun game. I'm happy I beat this game too. Pitkiss still thinks it sucks, but who cares what Pitkiss thinks right now? That was video games. Well done. Thank you. Good night.